Locker also sinking today after the company reported a revenue miss and a decline in same-store sales. Foot Locker Chairman and CEO Dick Johnson joins us now for a first on CNBC interview. Dick, thank you so much for joining us. Why the surprise same-store sales decline when you had been putting up a few beats in the previous quarters, and that was what Wall Street was expecting?
We did have a couple of good quarters, Sarah. Thanks for having me on today. And you know, one of the things that I think the miss was driven by, we had about tremendous number of stores closed throughout the quarter, and I'm just not sure that the math works out in the models that the analysts expected. But as we reviewed this morning, you know, our European business was really impacted throughout the quarter with door closures. We also had a little bit of inventory that backed up in the ports on the West Coast here in the U.S. So I think those two things together probably delivered less sales than the analysts were expecting.
So more importantly, I guess, Dick, is what are you seeing now with most of your, I assume most of at least the U.S. stores open at this point? New stimulus checks are coming down. We just got a personal income number for the month of January that showed 10% growth. So what kind of trends are you seeing?
Well, we see, you know, most of the U.S. stores are open, Sarah. You're 100% correct. But we still have about 10-12% of our fleet closed across Western Europe and up into Canada. So we're still fighting a little bit of headwinds with door closures. We know we've got such a deep engagement and strong relationship with the customers that they shop with us online, but they love to be in the stores. So we see a little bit of headwind, but the truth is that we've got great product, heat coming, and the product pipeline is really strong. And we know that our consumers, when they've got that stimulus check in their pocket, it's good for the whole economy, but they love to spend some money with us and love to buy sneakers.
Has lockdown helped or hurt in the sense, Dick, that we're all wearing more comfortable clothes and therefore more sneakers, but perhaps less concerned about getting the latest, newest issue if we're not out and about seeing people?
Yeah, it's a good question, Wilf, and it's really a combination, right? The comfort level is here to stay, I think. You know, we've been talking about it at our place for a long time, that people are being more casual. I think that the lockdown and the COVID pandemic has really driven that home for a lot of people. You know, our consumer is still driven by high heat product, right? They want the best, they want the latest. And right now, they've got great access to it through our digital sites or our stores. So it is a little bit of a balance. You're spot on with your assessment that more casual, but our core consumer is really after the high heat product.
Dick, I've talked to you about this before, but this trend has only accelerated during COVID, and that is the big brands that you sell, like Nike, are focused on direct-to-consumer, and they're even more focused on direct-to-consumer, and that's where they're spending, and that's where they're growing their own websites, their own apps, their own stores. I know you're a very important partner for a Nike and Adidas, but how are you combating that, and how big of a threat does it represent to you?
I think you have to go back and look at the whole ecosystem. We bring certain customers to the market, cash-based customers, customers in neighborhoods that don't necessarily shop as much digitally and DTC-led. You know, we've got, you know, just about 3,000 doors around the globe that we've got a secret sauce in our store associates that provide great service. Our stores are really more than a place to just transact business. And as we create a more omnified world and have better digital connectivity, you know, we see the ecosystem, you know, all of us being able to exist in the ecosystem and service the customers. Ultimately, it comes down to the customer trying to find the product at the best place that they can, the best place for them that's got the least amount of friction. And we've created, you know, great digital connectivity. We've got a good omni-channel environment with our stores and our digital sites. And we've really, over the years, created a really strong relationship with our customers and our vendor partners. So I think that the ecosystem is complete. And, you know, are we competitors? Sure. They're our biggest suppliers and great partners. And we want to figure out how to service more consumers in total.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.